So imagine it's 1925. You're heading out the door with your 3-year-old child, going on an adventure. An adventure is what it ends up being. Here to tell us about an event that's going to be happening right here at Centennial Village Museum feeds off of that very story with Rattlesnake Kate. Rattlesnakes? Okay, we're going to have to find out some more about that. So here to give us more of those details, we have Gus Rudnick and Jeff Havens with Greeley Museums. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
Glad to be here. So we have a 2-part event on June 21st to celebrate a very special anniversary. The first part of the day starts about 10 a.m. and we are going to be celebrating Rattlesnake Kate's 100th anniversary from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. that day. Gus, you want to fill in some of the details there?
Yes, I was going to say, I think Gus is going to tell us more about, what is her name? Oh, it's Kate. It is Kate.
Yes.
So that's the Rattlesnake Kate, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, tell us more.
So in 1925, Kate Slaughterback lived just outside of Fort Lupton in Hudson with her son Ernie, and they took the horse out to the pond to collect some ducks for supper, and before Kate knew it, when she stepped off the horse, she was surrounded by rattlesnakes.
Go figure.
So she ended up finding herself in the middle of a rattlesnake migration right at that end of the year while they're trying to find a place to stay warm. And she had to fight them off to save herself and her son. And after 2 hours, she killed 140 snakes.
Okay, first of all, I'm having a tough time even fathoming 140 rattlesnakes, let alone mom and child and horse trying to fight their way through this by themselves. But there are remnants of that. Can I say that? Which is the dress and those items that are at the Greeley History Museum.
Yes, she kind of had a feeling that people wouldn't believe her, so she got a picture taken with a line of snakes and then made herself a memento with her skills as a taxidermist, a dress made out of the 50 largest skins from the snakes that she killed.
Yeah, wow. And so here we are 100 years later, and that history lives on a little bit in the celebration that you had started telling us about, Jeff, and that is the celebration that's going to be happening here on June 21st, so give us all the deets.
Sure. So we'll open at 10 a.m. to the public, and this coincides with World Music Day, actually. So we have a number of musical performances lined up for the day that are on the event webpage for the celebration, as well as Rattlesnake Kate specific activities and treats that day. So there's going to be a lot of chances for learning, hands-on engagement, musical listening before the headliner event later that afternoon.
All right, so that little segue, but I want to mention just real quickly, so it's Saturday, June 21st, and I'm going to keep looking at y'all as you nod your heads in affirmation, and we're looking at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. At Centennial Village Museum, and as you mentioned, then we're going to move into that special concert, so give us some of the details on that. This is the part that I'm like, ooh, this is cool.
So Nayla Pekarek, formerly of the Lumineers, now an independent artist, back several years ago, created 2 albums about Kate and her encounter with the rattlesnakes, which actually became a musical for a little bit that was put on in Denver. And she has partnered with the Augustana Arts Stratus Orchestra to essentially restage that music. And we are going to be hosting that concert here at Centennial Village. Okay. And the best part is that tickets to it are free. We do have limited seating, though. This is an immersive concert, and so the audience is going to be in amidst the orchestra itself. But we only have 250 seats, so it is first come, first serve, free tickets, but you will need a ticket to be part of that intimate, immersive area of the concert.
All right, so that makes sense. So just so I make sure that I've got everything straight, the event that's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. is free. And so folks can come out, no tickets required, come to the gate, come inside. You can even check out Rattlesnake Kate's house back here in the background that's on the grounds, which is awesome. But then for the immersive experience, we are looking for folks to get a ticket. You can head on over to GreeleyMuseums.com. We'll have it up on the screen, and there's also a QR code that you can scan for a chance to get those tickets. Now, here's my question to you. If I go in and, gosh darn it, tickets are gone. Oh, this concert's starting. Can I still experience it?
Sure. You're welcome to bring lawn chairs or blankets and things like that, and kind of sit along the outer perimeter. We'll have some overflow area for folks who want to sit or stand, and it's going to be a great concert. You should still be able to hear everything. You just won't be right at the center of all of the orchestration.
Yeah. Before we close out, I want to emphasize one thing. You mentioned immersive. Can you give us a kind of a teaser of what that might mean for folks?
So imagine you are sitting surrounded by orchestra members. You've got a violinist about 5 feet to your left. 10 feet behind you, there is one of the brass section. So all of this is going to be being played surrounding you. And then on a stage just a little bit away is going to be Nayla, and her band kind of headlining the music. So it's going to be a surround sound experience.
All right. So this is a full day of celebrating a 100-year anniversary of Rattlesnake. Kate, Gus, and what's your name? I'm just kidding. And Jeff, thank you so much for being here today, for telling us about this event. I know if folks are listening and watching today, they're just as excited as I am. So again, thank you both for being here. And so for those of you that are watching, make sure that you scan that QR code or head over to GreeleyMuseums.com. Get that limited edition ticket. We're going to call it that. Otherwise, we will see you out here on June 21st at Centennial Village Museum. So again, that's GreeleyMuseums.com.